Howdy, welcome to the Open Doors podcast. I am teacher André, and here with me we have teacher Esther. Say
Hey,
something. And also teacher
something.
Elaine. Teacher Elaine.
Hi everyone. Hi guys.
Our topic today is about routines. We are all living in a different way now because of the quarantine, and we're going to talk about all of that. I had some questions here, and I would love to hear what you guys, how quarantine changed the way you guys are living and the things you are doing. The first thing I would like to know is, Elaine, what was your routine like before the quarantine?
Well, I used to wake up early at around 7 or 8 a.m. because I have two daughters. So when I woke up, I was getting ready to work already and getting the kids to school. I used to take the girls to school, and after that, I went to work. From Tuesday to Friday, I used to work from midday to 6 p.m. And only on Mondays, I used to work from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Semear. I miss Semear very much.
Semiar is the name of the place you work, right?
Yes. Centro Municipal de Educação e Artes. Okay, so what else? So let me remember my routine. It was
What about
very
the
different
night?
from
What about at night?
at night. I used to cook, make dinner for the kids, and give classes. I have private classes at night, so I used to give private classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And our life was pretty much busy during the week. At night, we tried to stay with the kids a little bit. But
It sounds like a lot of things.
yes, a lot of things. We have lots of friends, so our social life was very busy too on the weekends. On Sundays, we used to go to church every Sunday, had lunch in my mother-in-law's house, have some coffee in the afternoon in my mother's house. So it was a very busy week, and it was a very busy weekend. I miss that a lot.
It's a very full schedule.
Yes, it was.
My schedule was very different from yours. I used to wake up at 5:30 a.m., have breakfast, go to work, and then in the
Quarter to
afternoon.
6 here.
What?
I wake up a quarter to 6. She
Quarter
said,
to
I
6.
wake up early. Her early is 8 a.m. My early is a quarter to 6. A little
Yeah.
earlier.
Mine is 5:30,
7 is
so
very early for me.
we're very close, very close. And then I went to work. After work in the afternoon, I came home. I could do housework if there was any. Then I picked up my wife at her job. And in the evening, I usually cook dinner. Some days we go to the church if it's service day. Some days we just stay home, watch TV, and play some games. This was my usual. This was what I used to do regularly. What about you, Esther? How was your day before the quarantine? What was your routine like?
My work schedule is a little crazy because I work different times during the week. So on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I woke up at a quarter to 6 to get at school 7:30, 8 a.m. Always by bus. Sometimes I had a ride, but usually I took the bus to work. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I could wake up a little later, 9, 8:30, because I work only on afternoons and nights on Mondays and Thursdays. And like you guys, on the weekends, I usually went to church and do some chores in the house. I share the chores with my husband. He usually cooks. I usually do the cleaning things. But it's Most that, nothing special.
What about now? A lot of things changed from the way it was before and the way things are right now. Because, like, for me, a lot of things changed. So I used to wake up at 5:30. Now I wake up at 9, 10. To be honest, I don't have a time. I have no reason to wake up at a
Me
definite
too.
time. So it's like 9,
Same
10
here.
a.m. And then I do some work for church. I study Japanese and Spanish in the afternoon to keep myself busy and learn something. And then I cook lunch, later, dinner. But there's not a lot to do during the quarantine, so we have to find these little things. At least me, that I still don't have children. I bet Elaine is gonna have a lot of things. What about you, Elaine?
The
How is
first
your
thing that
day?
I think changed for me is
Oh
about
yeah.
the waking time. Yeah, I don't put the clock, the alarm clock. I wake up the time that I want. The first
Yes.
thing that changed. I don't put the alarm clock. The alarm clock is off. But my husband prepares bread. We sell bread. So I wake up with him doing some noise in the kitchen, doing something around 9, a quarter to 9, something like that. But I don't force me to wake up. I just do.
Yeah.
This is the good part of the
There's no
quarantine,
reason. Yeah.
I can sleep.
Yeah.
I can
Because if you wake up at
Elaine, can you
5,
sleep?
No, I can't tell the same, unfortunately. I usually go to bed very late at night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., because it's the time I have for myself and my husband and I to watch some series, talk, do something for our own. Because during the day, my husband works, so he's working from home. And he works a lot, like the whole day. And while he's working, I'm with the girls, taking care of the house, um, making lunch, dinner, and everything. And then at night, I work. I work from 6 to 10, 11. I still give my private classes online or study or do something else at night. And he takes care of the girls at night. So after 10, 11, I can do something for myself. It's really hard.
after
Having
11
kids
p.m.
around. Yes, after that. So I go to bed pretty late every time. The good thing about it is the girls, they are not getting up very early. So they are getting up around 9, 8:39. So I can stay in bed like around 8 to 9 sometimes. That's the good part. And they go to bed early. So they go to bed around 9, 9:30 every night. So it's good
Great.
because I can have some time for myself.
You
Because
can
it's
rest.
really hard. Yes, I have never cooked like this in all my life. So has
You're
changed
talking
a
about
lot.
cooking. My husband is a cooker. So I usually don't cook. But in this quarantine time, I'm cooking so much more than I used to cook because I have time to prepare stuff. So I'm getting creative. I'm trying new recipes or family recipes, things that in my daily basis I didn't have time to do it. So now I'm doing it. So this is the good part. And Andre said that he's studying Spanish and Japanese. I started studying German and I'm enjoying a lot, but it's really hard, but I'm enjoying a lot.
I have been doing some online classes, like learning how to teach online, because it's something that has changed, and I think it has changed for real. And I have enrolled myself to another English class, but only things I can handle at night because we do formation too, so it's pretty hard. I would love to learn another language because I love languages a lot, but unfortunately I don't have time because during the day it's very, very hard for me to do anything else than take care of
You
the
are
girls.
learning a different language, the mother language.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. And Lorena, she's two, so she's learning how to speak. So yeah, sometimes I have to translate, trying to translate what language she's talking to. It's really funny.
You're kidding, but the mother language is totally a real language. I saw one picture these days. It was a kid who went into a place that it shouldn't be. The mother with the slipper in her hand, and she was just looking very mean with the slipper in her hand. And then we looked and say, there is no need for subtitles. We understand. It's the mother language. It's universal.
Yeah.
The mother had
Yeah.
the slipper in her hand. And the kid was like coming back. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's just a look. You just,
just a
look
look.
at them and they know
Even
what.
the slippers, just the look.
Yes,
My
only
mother
look.
was very good at it.
She was.
She
Indeed,
didn't
she
need
was.
any slippers, just the look.
I'm getting good at it too.
Talking about mother, Esther and I, we share the same mother. What do you guys miss the most? I know I miss seeing my mother, my grandmother, my family a lot. I also, believe it or not, I miss just exercising, just going out, putting my earphones and taking a stroll and walking and exercising a little bit. I really miss that because if I was exercising, I would be losing weight, but I'm not. It's very hard if I don't exercise, and I really miss it. And what do you guys miss? You know, I said the family first, so yeah, family and exercising, and going out and with friends and shopping malls. I don't know, but what about you guys? What do you guys miss the most?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention in the order I miss, but
Yeah.
I miss lots of things. But one of the thing is I miss exercising a lot. I miss going out with my family, with my friends, eating out. I love eating out. I think it's very nice. I miss having coffee with Esther on Fridays afternoon.
Is that a ritual? Did you always have, breakfast
It
together?
used to be, yes, yes. Once a month.
Last year, Elaine and I used to work on Friday mornings and we leave at the same time. So we usually left together and go someplace to take some coffee or have lunch together or going to the mall at least once a month.
We used to say that was our best therapy.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
The
I
money
miss
that we
a
are
lot.
saving from therapy was
Yes.
spent on the mall.
Yes, yes. It was very, very nice. I miss that a lot.
You talk
So I
about
miss-
eating out. I miss eating out a lot because I like it. I usually did that once a month too, eating out with my husband. But I miss going to parks. I like to go into
Yes,
Bosque
totally.
Maia, and other parks, Água Branca's Park, Piqueris Park, Tietê's Park is really near my house. I like to be outdoors. I like to take pictures a lot. So I like to go outdoors, take pictures of plants, flowers.
Breathing air.
I like to go into gardens, Ponto Garden, Tatuapé Garden. I like being outdoors. But I told you before, I'm going to repeat now, I miss working.
Yeah.
I miss teaching. I miss
crazy.
preparing classes. I love preparing classes.
I'm kidding.
I miss preparing classes and give the classes and see the students and talk to them. I miss my friends, of course. I think everybody miss the family and miss the friends. That's equal for everybody. But I miss working. Some people work because they need the money. I really like what I do. I think you feel the same. So
Yeah.
we miss that, with the connection with the students, knowing about their lives and knowing that they are learning something from us and we are learning something from them too. So I miss working a lot.
I miss
Traveling.
I miss going to work because I have been teaching online, but it's totally different. And working on this project is totally different. It's something that only being there, we know what we're talking about. People know what we're talking about because we miss this connection we have with the students. talking to them, hugging, kissing, crying, laughing with them, because we really have
Our
good
parties in the
interaction
end of the
there.
semester.
Yes, yes. So I really miss teaching in person. I really
Oh
miss
yeah.
that. I
That's true.
love doing this. I
I
miss
miss
my
And
traveling
family.
too.
I miss
I
you
miss
two are
traveling.
talking about how
going
much,
to other places.
what?
The landscape, I open my windows. I live in a building. I open my windows. I see things because I can see Guarulhos a lot because my building is high, and I can see São Paulo from the other side. I can see Tietê. I can see a lot of things, but
That
it's always
beautiful
the same
river.
landscape every day. The same landscape every day.
Do
The
you
sky
know?
is beautiful.
I'll,
It's
I'll,
pink. Some days are great. I took many pictures, but it's the same landscape every day. I miss the mountains.
I'll tell
I
you
love
something.
mountains.
You will probably think your brother went insane, but I've been watching some 4K, you know 4K, very high definition, some 4K videos on YouTube of places. But it's not like a beautiful mountain. It's just like somebody walking on a sidewalk on New York or Paris or Tokyo. It's
It's
just somebody
another level of
walking.
boring.
No, because I feel like I'm
You're so
there.
bored
I
that
feel
you
like
it's
I saw
another
one of these
level.
days. I saw a 1 hour video. I didn't watch it, but I found it. 1 hour 4K video of the Louvre. You know, the museum, and it was
That's
like
nice.
part one, and I'm like, how many parts are there? I'm loving this. This is amazing. And it's really cool because it's like I'm not going anywhere, but do you know, like when you put mirrors in a place, there is a wall there, but inside you feel that the place is bigger, and when you're
Yes.
watching movies of other places and watching videos of other places, you're not there, but you kind of feel that you're somewhere, and that's good. I wanted to get.
That's
My mother
the
said
good
that she
part
watched
of the.
many traveling channels on the YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Many.
many, many,
She
many.
and my grandmother. My grandmother said that she traveled to Israel, that she traveled to France. My grandmother saying to me, today I traveled to Israel. This week I traveled to France, because she's seen videos on the YouTube. I
I've
think
been
my
sending
grandmother
her
had
these
never
videos.
seen that before.
I'm
So
guilty of
for her, it's a new
sending
experience.
her these videos. I'm the one sending her. I taught
See,
her how to do it.
But we are
can
changing
you
the
can you
topic.
imagine? Can you imagine in the 20th century or centuries ago, when they had some pandemics like we are having now without internet? I can't even imagine how boring was that. So we are pretty lucky to have internet to entertain us.
Boring, but depends, because people usually leave from the land, so people are obliged to stay home, but they have to farm things, take milk from the cow, then to make cheese. They had a lot of stuff inside the house to do, different than us that we buy everything. So
I
I don't think it would be that boring. It would be difficult, but not as much as for us. We
I
are we have
remember.
technology speed.
Yep. I remember a book that I really like. It's a Spielberg movie, also Ready Player One. I think in Portuguese it's like Jogador Número or something. And in that story, all people go to schools in VR. They put their glasses and they watch the classes. And I was reading that 5 years ago, and I was like, this is insane. Can you imagine something like this happening? People going to school in their homes, not leaving, because the world outside was so terrible and the internet was so cool that people wanted to be an avatar inside the school but not go to the real school. And I was like, this is insane. And
Yeah.
now look at that.
So insane.
I wanted to get from the point that you two were saying that you miss the students so much. We're ending our show today. And now I want to know about you guys, our listeners. What about you? What do you think about these things we were talking about? what was your routine before the quarantine? And what is your routine these days? And what do you miss the most? Especially this last question, what do you miss the most? I really want to know what you guys have to say about that. Tell us all about it. We can't wait to hear your answers. So guys, see you soon. Stay strong, stay home, and stay safe. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you.